Navi Zechariah writes that the 4 fast days of national mourning will one day be days of joy and Yom Tov. Some explain that this pasuk is referring to the era of Mashiach, that when Mashiach comes and brings about the ultimate redemption, the days that we mourned and fasted will no longer be days of sadness. Instead, they'll be days of joy. Many ask why. I can understand that when the third Beit HaMikdash is rebuilt in the days of Mashiach, it would not make sense to mourn on the days designated to commemorate its destruction. But why would they be days of joy and festivity? Shouldn't those fast days then become merely neutral days, not necessarily joyous ones? Some explain that each one of the 4 fast days would have actually been a day of some other monumental Jewish celebration, and once the reason for mourning has been lifted, we're left with the celebration. Others explain that perhaps in the days of Mashiach, great events will occur specifically on those dates that will replace and transform them into days of joys. One powerful explanation I would like to share with you is that actually we will be celebrating the fast days not despite the national tragedies that occurred on them, but precisely because of the national tragedies that occurred on those days. Facing challenges and difficulties is an unavoidable part of life. Once, however, we begin to overcome the hardships in our lives, we have an opportunity to take those events and shape them into growth experiences, into positive life-changing experiences. If we can do this, we can look back at the challenges we've overcome and recognize how critical they were then in shaping who we are now. The Navi is telling us that the days of national mourning, the 4 fast days, will, when Mashiach comes, be days that we will view as critical turning points in our national history, without which we never would have reached where we need to be as a nation. May we all merit seeing this Tisha B'Av be a day of joy and Yom Tov, and the challenges in our life viewed as growth experiences and turning points for good in our lives.